We are currently in the best moment in history to get serious with your Amazon KDP journey. I'm talking about September, October 2025. In this video, I will break down for you step by step, week by week, exactly a proven path that I would apply to make at least $3,000 in December of this year. So 90 days from now, how I would build a self-sustaining $3,000, $3,000 to $5,000, let's say, per month business, okay? I will also obviously add some examples, some case studies, some undeniable proof that this is a proven path and there is no way to fail if you actually do what I say. So just stick around until the end and let's get started with why now and why by December, okay? December, for all those of you who doesn't know, is the moment where everything explodes. All the online sales, they go crazy, mainly because of gifts and Christmas. And you can literally, if you publish low content books like I do, you can easily get a 3x boost on your average month, easily without doing anything. But if you do the right publication, you can even get to 5 to 10x. I've seen people making all their money in December pretty much. And I had no idea this would happen until December 2021, when my business was barely scraping by in October. I made probably around $2,000. Like I literally couldn't pay my rent and also the ads and also like food. You know, I had to sell cryptos and stuff like that. And within 2 months, I hit my first $10,000 per month. And you might think like, okay, it's a Christmas boost, but then in January you make again your 2,000. No, because I found a way to also maintain this level after for all the following months and then grow the business after that. In September 2023, I started a new business from complete scratch. You can see it's zero. Maybe I made like $50 in royalties because I published in the second half of September. And by December of the same year, the business was generating $17,600 in a single month in 31 days with only $3,000 ad spent. So $15K in clean profit with only 4 books. And I know what you're thinking. Gavin, you always say to think long term. Why you are telling me now to make a 3-4 month sprint? It's a superficial thing. And the answer is no. You will receive lifetime benefits from this, from the books you publish, if you publish the right evergreen books. And you will learn skills, obviously, you will learn more skills. And third advantage is that you can make quick cash pretty much, okay? Like, you know, there is no way that normally you can make a stable, full-time business in 3-4 months, but now you have this opportunity. So you might just take advantage of it, like, you know. Success is when opportunity meets preparation, and probably this is the best moment to do so. Like, the best moment to succeed if you are prepared for it. Now, I'm not saying if you apply this process, you're gonna make $15,000 profit if you're making zero right now. But I'm pretty sure, 100%, super confidently sure, that $3 to $6, even $10,000 is possible with 1-2 well-structured, high-value, low-content books. And I know because I've done it myself first, but I've also seen that happening last year with my clients. Like most of them, they were making pretty much nothing, and within, 3 to 6 months from getting started, they were making $7,000, $3,000, $5,000. Like I've seen that happening. Like I know it's possible because I've seen that literally with my eyes happening with almost all of my clients last year. So you can also do the same pretty much. And the most important thing, guys, obviously they were my clients and they had my guidance. And what I told them to do was to put intention in everything. Okay, if you work with me, obviously, I know what to do and I know to do everything with intention. But if you do everything yourself, you have to know what to do and be intentional about creating this bestseller that will sell also for the next following months. So make sure to fully watch this video, don't skip any single minute. If you have time, you should find the time to watch it like 3-4 times to understand every little nuance that you didn't get the first times. Let's get started with the week 1. Before even thinking about publishing something, you really need to have this part clear. It's where most people fail, really. It's not in the publishing, it's not in the creation of the cover, it's not in the ads. The part where you fail is this one. Because you don't set a goal that motivates you and allow you to keep going even if you fail a couple of times. Like you need to set a 10x goal and then align your mind with it. What I mean with align is make sure that until you reach this goal, you are gonna keep going anyway. So it doesn't matter if you don't reach it in 3 months from now, obviously, okay? You need to set a goal that you cannot reach in 3 months, something impossible, okay? That motivates you to go for years and maybe 1 year, okay? Something that realistically you can achieve by December 2026. So if you're making $0 right now, if you set a goal to make $1,000 by December, you're not gonna be motivated at all. You need to set something more high, because if you want to make 1,000, what you're gonna do is publish one single book that can maybe make you $1,000. If you say you want to make 10,000, guys, what are you gonna do? you're gonna look for books that can make you $10,000. Okay, this is the difference. This is really like the difference of what your mind can really do. The goal has to be something that motivates you and force you to push past your current self and society imposed boundary and think differently. So if in your country the average salary is 500, you have to set like 5,000, something that seemingly is impossible to reach. If in your country the average is 5,000, you need to set 50,000, something that nobody makes. And this is gonna force you to not look at the people you currently know to learn from, because this is what we normally do, but to look to people that have achieved this. And for example, like me, it can be not me, it can be someone else. Even if with KDP, like there's probably no one that can teach you this out there. Don't change it for any reason. Doesn't matter if you don't get there in 3, 6, 12 months, okay? Just set a goal that will force you to look for more information, okay? How to do the business, how to do marketing, how to do, ads, etc. Information, more experience, something that will force you to gather experience in order to get there, and to do a mindset shift, okay? How to do that, little bonus, use the inspect function on Chrome. So when I got started with Amazon KDP, I literally printed a fake dashboard, like use inspect elements, write $5,000 in the KDP report, okay? In Chrome, you can just click inspect, and I hang it on the ceiling in my little dorm room that I was living in my 6 square meter room, okay? I should be doing that again, like probably I don't know why I'm saying I'm not applying that, but it worked wonderfully. The crazy, unbelievable thing is that 5 to 6 months after printing that, it was probably $6.2 thousand, and I made $100 more, so I made $6.3 thousand. 6 months after printing that, like it's crazy how close I was. And in the moment I printed, I was making $300 to $500 per month. So I made that 10x and made almost the exact amount after 6 months, which is incredible. So little tip, do this thing. Set it to December 2025. Even if you can't make it, like, just do it. Do it for the sake of it, and print it and set it as wallpaper, hang it around your home, in random places, etc., etc. Now that we've set our 10x goals, it's time to take a week to just browse Amazon with high intention. Be curious, guys. The goal is not to find the super secret keyword that's gonna make you $10,000. The goal is to feed your mind information on other bestsellers and how the algorithm shows them to you, okay? I will show you some example later, so just stick around, but the only extra task is to save the links in Notion of books that looks like they can be a good gift, and that ideally, if they were published more than 1 year ago, had a solid performance in December 2024. So create just a database of books that were doing well. And I advise you to browse every single Amazon marketplace. So if you get bored of browsing Amazon.com, just go on Amazon France, Italy, Spain, Germany, so you can find more ideas and contaminate yourself even more. And this is what most people really get wrong as well. Like, they just go right for looking for keywords and fill their little spreadsheet without having any level of knowledge of the market. So how you think you can do it, Like, if you don't have a kind of wide and differentiated knowledge of how the marketplace you're selling works, how you expect to open and fill a little spreadsheet with some random information that everybody can find. You need to build something unique, and the unique thing is going to be the information that your mind is going to process. So little tip for doing the research, like customers in Christmas, literally search gift for, and the person they have to gift it, for my uncle, for my 10 years old friend or whatever. Gift for my 10 years old grandchild, they search for stuff like that. Literally, you can look on the search volume on Helium to make sure of that. And so you will understand how your whole keyword research is normally nonsense, especially for Christmas time. So just be curious. Again, I repeat it, but just look for information, look for interesting stuff, look for interesting books that catch your attention and have done something different from everyone else. This is what you want to do. And then what else you can do really is try to understand what was their thesis before creating this book. How this successful publisher, they came to the conclusion that creating this book would have been a success, because it's what you're going to do later. So in the next step, we're going to create a thesis for a book that we decide. So search for similar title, other potential keyword, and ways that the customer could have found them. And this way you will find more interesting titles. So by searching, for example, just pasting the title, you will find other similar books, and you will just have more information. You can use Helium 10 Cerebro to see which keyword a book is ranking in, like actually doing and which position. So if you want to get this tool, Like it can be very useful, especially in the research. And you can also get the book beam tool to see how many copies per day a book is selling. We're gonna see it later, but for a beginner it's very, very useful. I don't need it, but I just have it to show it to you. For me, Ilium is way better, but BookBeam can be a great help, especially if you have started in the last year, let's say. And again, ask yourself, why is or was this book selling? Which need of the target customer did it feel that wasn't before it was released? Okay? And I want really to do only this for a week. I want you to not think about what I should create. I want you to gather information, create your database, and see, as some proof of concept, understand this little part. Actually take like 10 minutes to think, like why this book is selling, what was his thesis, who is the target customer, what need is feeling, etc., etc. Week 2 is when you actually decide which book you're gonna create. So it's gonna be probably the first week of October. And you can make one to 3 books, I would say. You are in time to make 1 to 3 books before Christmas. By this point, you should have a nice database. If you spend 1 week doing only the research, at least 12 hours, 8 to 12 hours, maybe 6, whatever time you have. You should have a nice database anyway with 20 to 100 books that have done well in Christmas or are doing currently well. And I will show you some examples so you can get started not from 0, but with 5, 10 books, but it's very hard to not find them, trust me. You can talk to any AI, like literally copy paste your list into ChatGPT and like ask the most recurrent topics, most recurrent target customers. You can literally ask what is not covered here that can be a bestseller, like just by twisting something or trying to serve a different audience. Like this is literally, I'm giving you like thousands of potential topics, And your goal is to find either a different customer to serve with a current solution that you can find, or drastically improve a current offer. And with drastically, I don't mean by creating something higher quality or with more reviews or whatever thing they normally say. Okay, this video is probably gonna be way different from everything, but just trust me, like I can back it with experience and these things works. This is easier when a book is weak but still gets some traction. So if you see a book that's selling something but is not well done, then you can easily drastically improve it. A book can be a book can be on the surface way better, but then inside it's just the same. So it's all how you present and how you make your offer. And this can be done through finding a different catalyst. Now guys, a lot of people ask me, what do you mean by catalyst? It's nothing esoteric, it's just a better way to communicate your offer or a little switch in the title and content that will lead the customer to choose your book. So it's just a mechanism, it's just a wording in the title and in the cover that make your book the only option for this customer. When they search it, they are not gonna decide among you and other competitors. The only option is gonna be your book because you talk directly to them. You give them exactly what they want, okay? And yes, I already explained you how to achieve that pretty much, but we will see some example. And even with few reviews, guys, and no historical ranking, you're gonna be the only option. You have 1 review, competitor has 500, you speak to them. So it just takes really 5 minutes of thinking extra compared to just doing the copy paste, the keyword, and after the spreadsheet and whatnot. So, and you're gonna save a lot of money in the creation because you don't need to create anything incredible. And you're gonna make a lot of money after because you're gonna be the only option with way cheaper ads. You don't spend 80% of your royalties, just by doing this little step that everybody ignore. And if you give them what they want, there is no amount of reviews or discount the competitors can do. You'll get the sales again. Like it's very important to repeat it because since you're gonna watch this video multiple times, I need to ingrain in your subconscious mind this thing. Like if you make the right offer to the right person, there is no competition. Like you are gonna be the one that gets the sales. Okay, if you do all these 2 steps correct. Then we are for week 3, okay, which is probably gonna be the 2nd, 3rd week of October, and it's gonna be the creation. Intention is the key also here, guys. You're gonna have to invest some time and money into it according to your schedule and budget. And you're gonna have to do as intentionally as possible. Don't be scared to learn how to do things, okay? And don't be scared to outsource things you cannot do and you don't have the time to do. Everything is possible nowadays and it's probably less difficult and expensive than you could expect. You can literally create everything with just 1 team member, even less than part-time, and access to like a couple AI chatbots probably like for $60, $80 per month. And you can ask any chatbot for some tips, obviously, on how to do stuff and where to find the resources you need. Just take advantage of this opportunity. You can literally upload a screenshot of the interior of a book and ask him, where can I find these resources or how I can create them properly. Also, another thing you probably should do, okay, that's gonna solve most of your problem is read the Amazon KDP content and formatting guidelines. And another way to speed up everything that I give to everybody for free is just Canva templates. You can find them inside the Skool Community free course. And you're literally gonna have a Canva like with all the margins set, the right size of the book, etc., etc. So you can save you 30 minutes to 1 hour to understand it yourself. And I really suggest you to spend a couple of hours to create the skeleton of your book. After you choose the right title, really try to make a sample 1, 2, 5 pages of how it should look. Even if it doesn't look good, like how the page should be structured at least, okay? So it's gonna be way easier for when you outsource it for the person to do it. And then the best thing you can do is literally hire a designer, professional designer. To be honest, guys, I was doing everything myself initially. Like I made my first $10,000 by doing almost everything myself, really. Yes, because I didn't have really the budget to outsource. But as soon as I was able, like I was super happy to not have to touch Canva again in my life. And you can do the same. You can literally hire someone on Upwork to do the creation process for a few $100 and focus again on step 1 and 2. So if you want to create more books, which is probably the best thing you can do to make 100%, 100 is not possible, but to make 90% sure you will make this 3K month in December, I would suggest you to make like at least 3 high intentional books. So you outsourcing and then you go back to week 1 and 2, probably even just week 2. And that's it, guys. Upwork is a platform if you don't know, where you can just add a script, kind of a little brief of your work project. So I need someone to create me a book about, Christmas song or whatever. And then you must be able to use AI, you must be able to use Notion or whatever, Canva, and then people will apply. People that have the skill you need are gonna apply to the work post, and then you're gonna hire the best one for you. For like 10, 8, if you hire from South America, you can pay $8 to $10 per hour, for example, or even Europe, Eastern Europe. So yeah, then you will have to create the cover, obviously. Like I'm giving these as obvious parts, but there is a full course inside. Also here on YouTube and inside the Skool Community, we're gonna see like exactly how to create like the cover and the interior, etc. Okay, so I'm not gonna go in details on how to make a cover here in this video. Just know that is a big picture of the creation process if you want, obviously, to reach these goals that I listed at the beginning of the video. Now, as promised, I will show you a couple examples I found in the last 10 minutes of book that for sure is gonna do well in December. So I'm pretty sure this book is gonna break the bank in December. It's already making a couple $1,000s per month. I'm pretty sure a lot goes in ads in this case, like at least 30, 40%, 30, 50% maybe. So it's probably making 3-4K per month in profit at the moment. But then in December it's gonna make 3 times that, okay? This is a 10K per month book when December comes. And it's like literally nothing. Like this is literally something you can create in a week without any skill of experience. If you have skill and experience, you can make that in 2 days and a couple $100s. So it's a good example of activity book, and the title is Retirement Gift for Woman, okay? So the queen has retired. It's funny, it's just a good concept. As a good catalyst, the cover is funny and nice. And yeah, I just found it like by searching on for this on Amazon, if you want. This is also a good example of like how being original and creative is paying off, because this book is just published with 33 reviews for all the reviews farmer out there that says that you need like 500. And yeah, look at the graph. This is amazing. And I'm pretty sure, I can guarantee you, if you go back to check this in December, it's gonna be making way more than $50 per day. It could just increase the price probably to get more royalties, but well done. And as you can see, there's nothing incredible. The cover is literally, you can literally make it. I could make that myself with my non-existent design skills. And the interior is like literally nothing, some black and white images, not with bad fonts, and It's mainly the concept that is paying off. Like you see, A plus are not professional. They're literally like text on a background. Oh my god. Okay, I don't want to roast this publisher because it's making sales. So, yeah, you can draw your own conclusion. But everybody can literally make a book like this and make $3,000 in December. It's not that complicated. It's super easy. Now, for all my European audience, let's see some other books. Again, little for the reviews farmer, seven reviews, 4.2 average. Just published in January, so we will not see the Christmas performance. But consistently selling 10, 15 copies per day. So it's probably making $1,000 profit per month. And in December, it's going to make 3 times that. So probably we're going to see the $3,000 month in December from this book with 7 reviews. And it literally means the strength of being unique, like motivational story for boys 10 to 14, AI generated. Okay. It's literally nothing special. Nothing special, no reviews, no historical, nothing. It's gonna make 3K per month. And you are not making them, so probably you just need the right information to apply. Another example, logic. It means like logic for smart teens. This is France, by the way. I don't speak French, I'm just kind of logically understand the title. This book I can guarantee is gonna do a lot of sales in December. It's already currently making $1,500 to $2,000 per month, euros per month, so it's probably like 20% more in dollars. Very simple description. Very simple interiors, well done but simple. Probably AI generated. Not very professional looking things in general. It's kind of part of a brand, so well done branding though, like very important. Is doing everything right, I would say. So congratulations to Originale Dupe. You're a good guy. And yeah, was my 4th example, like just to show you books that are gonna make 3K in December or more in profit, and to show you again for all the reviews farmer, 11 reviews, 4.6 average. And I literally found them within a couple of minutes. So those can be like the first 4 parts of your research database. You can add more. You can just navigate from them and literally find similar books. So you will get to your 20 to 100. Now, phase 4 is going to be launch and marketing phase. Don't overstress this, guys. If you've done everything correctly, this is going to be the easy one. All you need to do is upload the book, get a couple of reviews, launch your ads. Don't rush it. If you're not profitable after 1 week, it's normal. If you're not profitable after 2 weeks, it's normal. December is gonna come and make everybody profitable. Okay, so just let it go. Even if you're slightly unprofitable for the first few weeks, it's okay. Nothing's gonna happen. And if the product is good, you'll get a lot of reviews after all the December sales. So you can use any platform to obtain the first couple of reviews. As we've seen, like books are selling with 7, 10, 15 reviews easily, so you don't need to spend your day swapping. It's way more important to spend them doing some research and studying and getting the right informations. If a product is good, you'll get a lot of reviews anyway, because you're gonna make maybe, let's say, 1,000 sales in December. Even if like 5% of them reviews, you're gonna get 50 organic reviews, and you've done a great book. You gave them exactly what they wanted, so they're gonna be good, and you're gonna get your 4.5 average, at least 50 reviews, and you're gonna sell forever. So this is why December sales are gonna last forever, because the reviews and the historical ranking of your book are gonna be very, very improved from the December boost, and from January you can keep benefiting from them. Ads might seem also a big obstacle from beginners, because you don't know what to do. And you have 2 options. First, launch them yourself. And I made a video on this channel. I will probably link in the description. Go watch it. You can just search for the keyword. Again, you're gonna need Helium. You're gonna find a link to Helium discount in the description as well. Or you use Helium 10 AI bots. But you just have to create an Helium account, plug in your Amazon Ads account, and they're gonna take care of literally everything. You just decide the budget, and you have up to $1,000 per month of free spend with, it's not free because you pay the monthly subscription of, I don't know, probably $80 per month. But then you get 1,000 of free managed budget, which is probably enough for making 3K per month of profit. So yeah, just check the link in the description. I will link the video tutorial on how to set it up. Either way, yeah, I made tutorial on YouTube. You can find them on my channel in the link. So that's really it, guys. The launch is not gonna be anything crazy. You don't have to do like all these set a free promo here for and then spam it on random Facebook groups. It's just about getting out there what you created in the best way. Make sure you don't make any misspelling. Make sure you have professional looking sales page, and you're good to go. The ads are gonna perform well if you have everything correct. So if you follow all these steps, you'll do well, 100%. If you apply these, I'd be happy if you share the journey inside the community. So just join us, skool.com/KDP with other publisher. And so you can all share together what we learn and improve and, get those Christmas sales in. If you want to know more about my personal strategy that generated me millions of dollars with Amazon KDP, and potentially have a conversation with me on how to apply and achieve your goals as soon as possible, link in the description. You can just click it and watch the short video and then potentially apply for a call. And yeah, guys, if you like this video, just leave me a like, subscribe to the channel, join Skool Community, and share your progress there. Cheers. I'll see you in the next one.